world, Chef Jen. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's been a while, but I'm back. Recently, I've had some requests for some more videos, and first up is brown butter. So brown butter should be the color of hazelnut. It is toasty and warm and nutty and adds a great depth of flavor. It makes a great sauce to put over fish or chicken. You can put it on pasta, roasted vegetables. You can also replace your regular butter in cakes and muffins and cookies and have a really rich, decadent dessert. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I have my high quality butter here, and the first thing we need to do is to cube it. Okay, so now that my butter is diced, I am going to use a light colored pan. I have it over medium heat. If you're looking online and you see different recipes, some of them tell you medium high heat, some of them say medium low. I really like to use a medium heat. I can sort of control my temperature. If I wanna turn my heat down a little bit, my stove hasn't heated up too much that it's uncontrollable. And so I'm gonna go ahead and add my cubed butter into my pan. The reason I'm using a light colored pan is if I was using a dark colored pan, it would be really hard to see when my butter started to change color. Started to get to that nice brown hazelnut color that we're looking for. I'm using cubed butter so that it melts evenly. If I was using a whole stick of butter, I might start to get some browning happening before the rest of my butter was melted. I'm gonna go ahead and even that out a little bit. So as the butter melts, what we're gonna see start to happen, it's gonna foam up, it's gonna start to sputter. Sputter is a really great word, I really like that word. And that sputtering and foaming is the water in our butter that starts to evaporate. And then what we're gonna see is sort of the separation of our milk solids from the fat of our butter. And those milk solids are what are going to start to caramelize and turn brown. And that's what we're looking for. So there's a big difference between brown butter and burnt butter, and we're not going for burnt butter today. There are some applications for burnt butter, but today we want that nice, toasty, warm, and nutty brown butter. We're gonna give it a little bit of time. You can see that it's starting to bubble a little bit as my butter is almost all the way melted. And I'm gonna sort of stir this around, whisk it around. I like to use the saute pan for this so that I can get some nice even melting on my butter. You could use a saucepan if you wanted to. So you're gonna stir this, you can whisk it, you could use a wooden spoon. I like to use sort of a whisk so I can try and get this nice and evenly. And I'm just gonna stir it occasionally, every once in a while. And be careful, if your butter has a lot of water in it, different brands have different levels of water, it is going to really start to pop and splatter and sputter, and that can sort of pop on you and burn you. So you might wanna step back. If it starts to sputter too violently, we're gonna go ahead and turn our heat down a little bit. So I'm gonna occasionally stir it. You can see I'm getting some nice foaming happening. So a lot of times when we make brown butter, we're gonna use this as the base of a sauce for some fish or some pasta or some roasted vegetables. A very classic combination is lemon juice and capers and brown butter. And I like to finish my brown butter with a little squeeze of lemon when I'm gonna use it in a savory application. One of the benefits of squeezing some acid into your brown butter is it stops that cooking, it cools it down. If I was gonna use this in a cake, muffin, or for a cookie application, I probably would not use that lemon juice, although it wouldn't hurt it. All right, so we're gonna watch it carefully. You can see that the color of the fat part of my butter is starting to get more of a golden, almost turmeric yellow. And this is where we need to be careful that we stop the cooking of the butter before it starts to burn. Just continue to stir it, everyone. So this stirring also helps you see what color your butter is. So I can see down there under that foam that my milk solids are starting to get a nice brown color. So I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. Look, remember I'm going for a hazelnutty color, which is also the color of my cutting board. So that's very pretty. I'm gonna take it just a little bit further. This is where you have to judge. How far do you wanna take it? How risky are you? How much risk do you like in your life? Okay, I'm getting really close. You can see how quickly the color is happening on my milk solids under that foam. Sometimes it can be hard to see. And I think I'm gonna stop the cooking right about now. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take it off the heat, squeeze a little bit of lemon into it, and splatter up. And then I'm gonna immediately, I'm gonna get it into my bowl. And I'm just gonna whisk it around. I'm gonna help that foam go away so you can see the pretty brown color. And there's my brown butter, yummy.